Jonny Clayton, the defending champion, and you are still defending after that, but did you get away with one there?
Oh, massively. Do you know what I mean? It's always great to win a game. That was scrappy. That was basically not given to me. But Dirk missed so many chances. How I got through that, I don't know. But I'm still here and try again on Wednesday.
The first break, are you one that looks at the screen as you go off?
I did have a sneaky look. It wasn't a pretty look. I think it was a 63 average at the time. And I'm not one really to look at averages, because the average is just for show. It's the doubles that count. The W that counts. But I looked and I thought, I'm in trouble here big time. And every time, I kind of looked, Dirk was hitting treble 20, and I was thinking, oh, please Dirk, please just get off the rails for a minute. But how I got through it, I don't know.
It was a big 130 finish in there. Was that the turning point? Was that when you got a foothold in the game and felt you were involved?
No, I don't think so. Listen, it's a great out. It's a brilliant out. But at the end of the day, listen, there wasn't a massive crowd in there tonight, and they're only trying to do their bit, yeah? But you hear voices big time, and it's a weird feeling, but you hear voices, and they're only trying to support you, and because the crowd wasn't that big there tonight, you could hear these voices as if they were stuck in your ear. And to be fair to Dirk, I think it put Dirk off a few times when they're shouting for me, obviously. But, that is the game. It was the same for both of us. But still, when you're trying to concentrate, it's difficult when you hear these voices.
Does that show how far you've come as a player in a short space of time, that you can deal with these things now as well, and setbacks that maybe you wouldn't have got over before?
Maybe, but, listen, I'm out to win, like every other player. I'll dig deep, but it wasn't pretty at all. I don't know what my average was, and I don't really want to know, to be honest. But the thing was, when I got that chance, I think Dirk missed whatever, and I took a 25 out. I think, oh God, you're alive again. So I just tried to win the next leg and the next leg, and somehow I got through that match.
Is there extra pressure here as defending champion?
Yeah, obviously, it's wherever you defend it, it sounds good. You try to do it again, so obviously there's some pressure. But listen, when you're playing a great player like Dirk, like Dimmy on Wednesday, it's tough, and you've got to do a job, and that was definitely not Jonny Clayton there tonight.
Jonny, pleasure, thank you.
Cheers, pal.
Jonny, could you sense after the shout from the crowd that Dirk's concentration slipped a little bit and you had to kind of jump all over that?
To be honest, there was one time he was basically letting the dart go, and he stopped and he turned around to the crowd. There was nothing nasty, but it's just the wrong shout at the wrong time, if that makes any sense. It's like Dirk was concentrating, and he was trying to hit treble 20s or whatever, and that obviously that shout put him off his game. So you've got to stand behind him and just get on with your job. It's difficult.
Played Dirk in the last 3 tournaments now. Are you expecting a few more battles with him between now and the end of the year?
Yeah, I think we're getting best buddies on tour, I think, because we're playing against each other so often. I think we're getting to know each other, especially each other's game. He's a massive 180 thrower. You don't give Dirk chances, and tonight he didn't take those chances.
And for you, what's the feeling like coming back to Leicester as defending champion?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love Leicester. It's a great arena. Obviously it's a Monday night. The crowd isn't massive, but it's going to get busier, I think, and the atmosphere is going to be bouncing. So I'm looking forward to Wednesday.
Only Phil Taylor and Michael Van Gogh have ever defended this. Obviously a long way to go yet, but what would it mean if you could join that list?
Oh, it'd be fantastic. Do you know what I mean? It's nice to get your name on that list once. To defend it, it'd be brilliant. So cross fingers.
Cheers, Jonny.
Cheers, mate.
Jonny, what was the reaction like when you saw the draw come out of Dirk in the first round, and just the quarter that you're in is such a tough one to get out of?
Yeah, I just looked at Dirk van Duijvenbode. I got a giggle to myself because you're thinking, not him again. But, that's the way it is. At the end of the day, it's a draw. And that's what you've got to take on. Whoever you play against, you have to face that player. But when I saw Dirk's name, it was, I did have a giggle to myself because we're playing against each other so often. It's, it was a bit funny. But, everybody in this tournament deserved to be there. So, it's going to be a difficult tournament.
a couple of the players that we spoke to tonight say they really relish the double in format. Is it something you enjoy, or do you not look forward to the double in format?
Well, I love double 16, but sometimes it's not my friend. And but no, genuinely, it's all jokes aside. It's a leveler, I think. Do you know what I mean? You could be world number 1 or world number whatever in this tournament. You know, you have to get off with that double. And, you know, I just think it's an exciting tournament. But it hurts if you can't get off and somebody's just throwing 180s against you. But to be fair, you know, that's what it is.